This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. With the announcement that there were an audio recording of Donald Trump talking about secret documents, and then we got the transcript. And now that CNN has released the audio, which I'm going to address separately in a subsequent video, probably the one that posts after this, we've learned that Donald Trump is really in a lot of trouble based on previous interviews he's given, and he's continuing to lie, and he's continuing to grandstand, typical Donald Trump fashion. But there's another thing he's doing that is more dangerous and also in step with the behavior that we've become used to with Donald Trump. And that is threatening the very life of not just the special prosecutor Jack Smith, but his family and friends. And some who want to take everything Donald Trump says as literal, and they're not going to try to expand their understanding of his communication style, are going to say, oh, that's not what he said, that's not what he said. And I'm going to refute that. I'm going to read two posts from Donald Trump from last night and early this morning on True Social in the wake of the release of the audio, and we'll talk about it. Start with this one from last night at 11:10 p.m. on True Social. The deranged special prosecutor Jack Smith, working in conjunction with the DOJ and FBI, illegally leaked and spun a tape and transcript of me, which is actually an exoneration rather than what they would have you believe. The continuing witch hunt is another election interference scam. They are cheaters and thugs. And apparently that wasn't enough for Donald Trump. That just pre-midnight, before the clock ticked over into June 27th, he woke up this morning and realized, that wasn't enough. I think I need to motivate, to incite my followers, the informationless, unwashed horde of MAGA voters. I need to incite them to violence just like I did on January 6th. And he said this, in all caps, to make you know that he's serious. Could somebody please explain to the deranged, Trump-hating Jack Smith, his family and friends, that as President of the United States, I come under the Presidential Records Act as affirmed by the Clinton Sox case, not by this psycho's fantasy of the never-used-before Espionage Act of 1917. Smith, in quotes for some reason, should be looking at crooked Joe Biden, and all the crimes that he has perpetrated on the American public, including the millions and millions of dollars he extorted from foreign countries. Now listen, it doesn't take much, a nuanced glance at this to understand what he means by, could somebody explain to Jack Smith? If he just said somebody explain to Jack Smith, I would understand. I guess. Yeah, it could be interpreted another way. But why does Donald Trump or anybody need something explained, quote unquote, to the family of Jack Smith? What needs to be explained to Jack Smith's family and friends? I think it's very clear that this is a nod to people in MAGA world to harass, if not more, the family of Jack Smith, the friends of Jack Smith, and Jack Smith himself. And where are Republicans? Crickets. Crickets from Republicans who will allow this. They don't care that the leader of their party, the man that they venerate and worship and will not say a cross word about, is inciting violence against a special prosecutor who is just diving into the facts. I mean, there's not much more to say. I guess I'll end it there. This is dangerous. This is disgusting. This is outside of the bounds of a defendant in a criminal trial, attacking the prosecutor and the prosecutor's family and friends. If I'm looking at this wrong, tell me. What's another way to perceive this? What's another way to interpret? Could somebody please explain to them? Please let me know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, not a series of 7 voicemails, please. 714-576-4054. You can also email me an email of any length to daily@dollemore.com. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore just about everywhere. Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Dollemore. If you want to support my work, if you want to help produce what I do here on YouTube and my podcast, you can first and foremost go to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. You can also, if you want to stay right here on the ecosystem of YouTube, you can click the join button to become a channel member. You can click the super thanks button. All those are great ways. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to get to 500,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and it's only with your help that I'm going to be able to do that. I appreciate you guys very much. I'll see you next time. I do want to hear from you on this. Be genuine. Take care of one another.